Hey Outlaws, welcome back. We are going to be touching a little bit on Berserk. Sorry for the wear, but I'm about ready to go work out here in a little bit. Do another Colossus workout. I've been training a lot. Wearing the Gamison, my old Gamison for beer. You can see like some salt stains, kind of gross. Also, you can see some cuts from the Dragon Slayer itself, brother. So that's why I'm wearing this. I'm not trying to be like I don't know, pick somebody out there who's always like, I'm more authoritative because I wear historical uniforms. It's not. You can see it's like I'm growing and outgrowing it all the freaking times. Just an ungodly man. Anyways, okay, let's talk a little bit about this. Koji Mori, Studio Gaga, he vows that he will never add his own twist to Berserk. Let's read the title of this article. So, Random Wire, you got Guts looking like a vicious little ready to go. I will never add my own twist. Koji Mori knows the original ending Guitar Muir planned for Berserk has vowed to not pollute it. Now, it's you know what? It's actually kind of poetic that we have like Marvel, DC. It's too bad we don't really have more like Star Wars right here. It's the guy I know was supposedly a friend of Katara Miura. I've heard rumors that their friendship wasn't so great, but those are just rumors. Someone commented in the comment section that Katara Miura and Koji Mori did not get along, or Koji Mori secretly did not like something that Katara Miura did. I don't know. I think it was something from a Reddit thread, but I'm not going to take any validity in that whatsoever. What I will say is I don't believe Koji Mori 100% because honestly, one, creative licenses kind of change a little bit as they exchange hands. Yeah, he might know or think he knows what Guitar Miura said, but he could also have translated it differently. He also could be like, that works, or no, it doesn't work, or this is close enough. Me, I'm not taking him at 100%. I'll take him maybe 50-50. 50% is what he gets. And it's like, that's not attacking his character, it's not attacking him, or it's not even really attacking Berserk. I don't quite believe that somebody's going to get a creative franchise and not add their own little twist or add their own beliefs and thoughts into it. Because again, like think about it. If you're a creative individual, Outlaws, right, and you create something, isn't that creation based off your own beliefs, morals, and viewpoints and creative input of what the world looks like? Mine does. So I don't really believe it. I think it's a bit extreme to use the word pollute. But I do believe he will alter it, or he will maybe even subconsciously change it to what he thinks more appropriate, or as Berserk progresses over time, and the loud, outspoken media, be it on the left wing or the right wing, although we all know left wing media is very dominant, will probably change his perspective and what he's actually going to print out. Because Berserk is definitely known for many extremes. Like when I was reading Berserk, and I was collecting all the books, which I no longer have because I sold them. Hey, gotta make money sometimes. I remember the comic book shop guy, he tried to hand me like Goblin Slayer, and I read the first book, and I was just like, this isn't quite what I'm into, man. I mean, it's I get what the author's saying, but the way he portrays it's a bit much for me. And he's like, well, dude, you read Berserk. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't really, I see those parts, but I move on. I'm more focused on the giant. In case you guys haven't figured it out yet, the giant sword action and the craziness and the darkness and then the characters interacting. Like, I get what Guitar Miro was doing, but that's honestly, once I see it move on, I kind of just forget about it. You know what parts I'm talking about, Outlaws. So when I see that Koji Mori is going to make and continue Berserk, I doubt he's going to do the kind of things that Guitar Miura did to artistically express how he views humanity or how he views humanity moving forward. I do believe he's going to give the Guts and Casca people 100% what they want. Like I think they're going to get what they want. I was always I don't hate Casca. I did find her interesting as a character, and I rooted for her in Guts at the beginning, like the first Golden Age chapters and all that stuff. But she was just really rude and nasty to him. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. And honestly, that's just not a healthy relationship. That's what I put down. You can see some of my videos about that. It's not like an attack specifically on Casca or like I absolutely hate her or anything. It's just not my bag. And I just don't think she really digs Guts as much as people think. Yell and scream in the comment section if you feel like it. And then later on, I just was more interested in Farnese because she was an evolving character. Then Katara Miura set her up to be like magician, and it was nice seeing Casca get her memories back. Just it felt more like fan service than really anything else. Those following up chapters. But anyways, let's get back on topic. So, do I believe Koji Mori is going to completely not pollute it? No, not at all. I think he's going to alter it. Again, I wouldn't use the word pollute. I don't think he's going to alter. But I do think he's going to change the ending to match his own viewpoints, his own creative output, his own creative beliefs, his own moralistic beliefs. And really, nobody knows for sure. I mean, to be honest, and to be fair to him, Kentaro Miura may not even know how he's going to end Berserk 100%, or he might have changed his mind along the way. I mean, we got to look at it now. It's like we've got, what, two Berserk chapters since they took over. Oh, no, sorry, two chapters in the past year. And that's not, is it really Kentaro Miura? Was he really the one slowing everything down? Or was it just takes a long time for this process? Are resources really being dumped onto Berserk to finalize it or finish it? Or is it just really more like a side project for Studio Gaga? I mean, 2 chapters in a year, that's a long time. So, honestly, I don't think anyone really knew. Kentaro Miura himself probably also did not know 100% where Berserk was going. And I think he was one of those writers, and maybe he said in an interview somewhere, where he just kind of comes up with the ideas as he goes. And that's fine. Like, you can know your destination, but your creative mapping might change quite drastically. By the time you actually get to the ending, you're like, you know what? That was kind of cool, but I really believe in this more. And honestly, if Koji Mori knew everything all laid out 100%, I really think they'd be cranking out the mangas a lot faster than they are right now. So, agree, disagree, I'm just not buying it. I don't think he's going to 100% stick to whatever Kentaro Miura wants, because also, again, it's his own viewpoints, social pressures, and I also don't believe that Kentaro Miura even knew 100% where he wanted to go. Because, again, things change. I mean, maybe not a good example, but let's look at George R. R. Martin. He takes a long time to produce stuff, and his stuff keeps changing. Granted, because I think he hates fan fiction writers, but whatever. Still, it is what it is. Creative ideas and creative endings change. Look at movies, too. They sometimes change. So, I don't think it's going to be 100% what Kentaro Miura had envisioned at the time, but that could be incorrect too, or maybe they'll still suddenly speed up and finish it. I don't know. But it's very touching. This article from Phantom Wire just touched a little bit about the relationship, but again, I don't know what Koji Mori says is right or wrong, and honestly, I don't think anyone else can say what's right or wrong, because the man that does know for sure has unfortunately passed away. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe your team, there's Casca right there looking through a hole, and there's that one guy like, for that one anime that everybody hates so much. Never mentions, let's see. Never mentions once that Guts and Casca have a happy ending. And misinterpreted Kentaro Miura interview. See, again, it's like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. All right, Outlaws. Wanted to touch a little bit on this. Hopefully I didn't rant on too much. I'll see you guys next time.